Hello world, it's Irene again. I'm back. I'm still working on my so far untitled maze game. Like I said, I have some good ideas for my maze game title, but we'll settle on that later. That's not the most critical thing right at the moment. Is it? It's probably not. Uh so yeah, so I only hit once again, like real life just happens. I managed to get a couple hours to work on this morning and early afternoon, but then I have other obligations that I'm gonna have to go take care of. Uh so but good news. I I was making the character movement thing way too complicated and kind of kicking myself for that a little bit because honestly the fix was so simple and I don't know why I was doing like, if Laura then make gravity so high that you can't move. That's not a smart way to do it. So all I did is create a raycast that basically just, look down below the character, cast an invisible line below the character, and if you encounter a floor, then you cannot move. If you encounter a maze piece, so if I put down a piece, then you can move. And well, I need to set the character movement back down again. But you can see it sort of rubber bands you back if you try and go outside of a maze piece. But if I put another maze piece down, you should be able to walk through it, right? So yay, so all of that works. The collision thing, I just have to go. I think I might have the character movement set back to 20. Yeah, because I don't want to take forever to move. I think actually 10 is where I like it. No, not 37, 10. There we go. So yeah, so I just need to remember to keep that set at a reasonable speed. Otherwise, we can warp through walls. We can still warp through a wall there. That's okay. I'll fix that part. Because that again is just a matter of like playing around with the speed and the update tick to make sure they're all doing the same thing. Uh, so anyway, so that's not a problem. Isn't it fun how every time I get on, I'm like, look, a new bug. Um, so hey, look, a new bug. So anyways, I'll fix that. That's not a problem. Uh, so yeah, so I got that done. And then as I kind of started getting more things sort of comfortable and adjusted, I realized that I had skipped an important step, which was creating a save state. And so, well, I didn't really skip it. I wanted to sort of prototype the main concept of the game, because what's the point in going forward if you can't make the basic mechanics of the game work? So now I've done that. I'm comfortable with like the player can move, they can't cheat, it'll move outside of the maze. Uh, and all of this stuff works. And so the next step is to create a save state. And so the way you do save states in computing and in general, there's a lot of different reasons to use this. Is use a .json file, which just basically creates a file with a list of things you might have if you've ever gone in and sort of manually manipulated your computer settings. You might have been editing a JSON file, or maybe you're editing when without knowing you were doing it because there's a UI on top of it. So a JSON file is really simple. You can see it here. I need to save the number of coins that you have. I also need a list of all of the unlocked maze pieces that you have. So there's my .json file. Uh, and then I've got like another file. It's just a C# file that basically acts as the intermediary between the JSON file and what's eventually going to be the game manager. I haven't quite implemented the game manager yet. Um, but I do have, now a save manager that basically then uses the C# file to manipulate the JSON file. And so that JSON file, after you leave the game, it'll still say you have 6 coins and 12 different maze pieces. Uh, and so the next time you load up the game, you'll still have 6 coins and 12 different maze pieces. So there you go. So now I have a save state. So you'll be able to basically do the rogue part of this game, which is um, purchase upgrades, purchase new maze pieces, all of those things, and then like improve your next run through. So so yeah, so I feel like I'm making a lot of progress. Like I said, I didn't have too long to work on it today. Obviously, I've once again I have one minor bug with the player controller, but I think I can fix that. Again, it's probably speed and ticks, and maybe I need to, instead of a fixed update, I need to do a different kind of update. There's a really subtle difference between these update mechanics. There's an update, there's fixed update, there's static update, and off the top of my head, it's I couldn't explain it exactly, except that uh, there's they get called at different times. Some of them get called before a command, some of them get called after a command. So it's just a matter of choosing the correct update function sometimes. And so right now I have all the movement stuck into this fixed update, and I should probably do something different with that. We'll see. Maybe I'll just move it into update. So anyways, there's all that. And that's really most of what I got done today. Like I said, it works like I want it to work, except for my brand new character walks through walls bug that has returned. So I'll play with that. The next things I need to do, and this is why I went back and started doing the save states, because now I can populate the player's inventory with the different maze pieces that they have. And once I know what maze pieces you have, then I can choose randomly from that list. And then also I'm going to implement the game manager, which will have both like, always check the save state and also check whether or not you've placed too many pieces. So if you place, I'm thinking it's going to be more like 10 pieces. Now that I think about the size of the maze, it's 4 by 10. Uh, 10 maze pieces is still pretty generous for the first level. We'll see. That's what playtesting is for, ladies and gentlemen. So I will play around with that, and once you place X number of pieces, it's like game over, and it'll kick you back out into the menu. So what do I have left to do? I need to do all of those. I need to do the UI. I still haven't started on that. It's fine. It's fine. And then I need to do the main menu, the shop. I also need to implement the obstacles. Some really cool like fire, water, bills, and acid file in because I have some cool ones, but they just make unit of the ground. So I just have, I might do a unit again. Please have some good free acids. Like that's the title of my computer. Anyways, so maybe I'll switch on myself a little bit more acid. Anyways, so that's where we're at. Is we I'm still walking through, sort of, kind of. Until I'm not. So okay, so that's gonna take a minute to figure out why I'm walking through walls again. It I have to make sure that I have bugs at the end of every single day. Otherwise, what would I do? Yeah, that's what a list of things and because it's really cool on a game and have it work a game. That's amazing. So yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm excited. I'm really enjoying this. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having fun with my family, and I'm also having fun billion games. So I'm trying to shuffle. Oh, I did another ridiculous thing that I've been saying for years I want to do, which was just reset my default. You do you I forgot the name of it. My default code editor too. I swear. I I I swear I know these things. Yeah, anyways, I set it to VS Code instead of Visual Studio because it's just a kind of a lightweight and yet very flexible editor. So I finally did that today too, which I make that sound like a thing. It took like, 30 seconds. I just looked up the settings I needed to change. Okay. So yeah, so that's where I'm at, and I thank you so much for joining me again. I know that I have sound issues. I know that my video quality isn't the greatest. Shoestring budget. That's we're going with that for now. Don't quote me on that, but we're taking it. Yeah, so thank you so much. I will see you uh after my family leaves, so probably this weekend rather than tomorrow. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye.